Hello guys, it's Kazrahim in another video. This is Ruinberg map, and of course War of Tanks. You all know a War of Tanks, so there's no introduction needed. I'm playing with Rita and Shasu. It's one of those games that we had on the live stream. Rita was live streaming while I and Shasu were on chat, and she proposed that we do our old style platoon. So we did, and we had a horrible streak of losers. Rita's in her IS-3, the strong IS-3. Shasu is in his T-34, and I'm in my T69, my American medium auto-loading tank. But as always with this tank, I'm thinking like, I wanna stay in the back, I don't wanna go up. This is one of those tanks that 90% of the time you feel insignificant. So you're not gonna see a lot from me at the beginning of the game, but later on you will see why I chose this replay as a replay, basically, as a video for YouTube. It shows the good sides of the T69 and the bad sides of the T69, plus it shows how awesome it is to have, you know, knowledgeable teammates. Because I will be highly dependent upon Rita at some point. Because this tank cannot take hits, this tank reloads in 30 seconds and it has horrible penetration for tier 8. So as I said at the beginning of the game, like usually with my medium tanks, I rush up forward. I go forward. And we see I-75, but this gun never hits. It really doesn't. So I usually rush up where that Chiri is. I go to the line or I go to the city and I fight over there, but with a T69 I'm thinking like, I wanna wait. The longer I live, the more damage I can deal. So I shot only one shot off and now I'm reloading, which was a stupid idea. I should have, you know, had my clip loaded, then I could have killed this, maybe not kill, but severely damaged this Chiri. And of course, I bounced off a very weak Chinese tank. I bounced twice. And I'm waiting, and I'm thinking to myself right now that this isn't a good position. IE-75 in this kind of spot. Side shots on the side of the turret, but you know, with this gun, if you're shooting from longer range than 100 meters, you have to look exactly and allow exactly the place where you want to shoot and allow it to fully aim in. We just lost a Borsig trigger. A Borsig Waffentrigger. And now we have a lot of enemies coming in here, so I'm really not confident. But I'm thinking like, I can take this guy out. One bounce. That amazingly went in. And lower plate. Nope, didn't even hit. Didn't even scratch them. And that's the whole story about the T69. I really dislike this tank. I think it's a complete piece of shit. It doesn't have mobility, it doesn't have armor, it doesn't have speed, it doesn't have gun depression. Well, it has gun depression, but it doesn't have gun elevation, it doesn't have damage, nothing. And now I position myself over here in the back of the T28 because Rita was saying that they are getting outflanked. Shasu is already dead. And now I just came back around her to support her with this little T29 and think of a way that we can work together to get this E75 dead. Because I have 3 enemies coming in from over here and I'm thinking like, how can I do something that would allow us to win this, because this is looking like a loss, isn't it? They just killed our artillery. Oh, sorry, he killed himself. Look at the description. Ally G-Dub Tiger has left the battle. Thank you, I didn't notice that earlier. Thank you for being a complete douchebag. Rita is saying that she will angle herself and she will, you know, take the shots, and I'm thinking like, if she will take shots, I will take side shots at those guys. With my clip I should be able to finish them off one at a time. First spotting. I spot the E75. Now checking where his gun is mounted. And I see the T44, so I move up. Of course, I didn't do anything to the E75. E75 is looking at me. I back out and reload, because there's no point in me sticking there waiting for the E75 to hit me. Rita is slowly walking on him. Two of our heavies, God knows what they are doing. Those two guys in B3, look what are they doing. They're searching for Artie while we are fending off four tanks. 3 tanks against 4. Thanks guys, you really did a great job in this game. I hope you guys got a lot of scores and everything. Now I see the E75 is falling back. I start walking on the T71, who seems to be reloading. And he's not eager. He had to be like 1 second away from reloaded. Because if you're in a T71 and you're just standing there, that's not really smart now, is it? So I start rushing in. I want to help with the C75. Rita is in a desperate spot. She's fighting her best against the C75. The AMX 50-120 finishes him off, so I go towards the Tiger 2 and the Ferdinand. And we are like congratulating each one of us. Yeah, the Tiger 2... Oh, now I see it. The Tiger 2, Mr. Killseal, is coming in. Both of them are Tiger 2s. So everything is explained. They did the piece of work over that ridgeline, and now they are walking, just going full out to get behind those guys. I come in from the back. I aim. Tiger kills him. But I killed the Ferdinand at least. So that's it. Let's look at the end place for this game. So here we have the first place for this game. It was a second class, so nothing impressive. 34,000 credits and 2,846 experience with a daily double. So as I said, nothing impressive. On the second plate, we can see that I was second in my team with Rita third. I did 2,338 damage. The top of our team was the E75 with 3,438 damage. And just a tiny bit much. Yeah, just like what? What's that? 8? Yeah, 8 experience more than I did. And Rita is exactly 10 below me. Shasu didn't have a good game. Shasu died right in the... Not in the start, but he didn't have the time to actually put effective fire on the enemy. On the enemy team, we can see that E75 did the most damage, but that's... I wouldn't say that it's amazing. It's actually, you know, I counted on that. I was thinking that it's gonna do that. Because he was in a good position, he could have, you know, beast moded all the people. I don't understand the T71 on the enemy team, why it didn't do anything. It didn't do a single point of damage, so I'm guessing that he didn't just shoot anyone. So let's look at the third plate. And on the third plate we can see I shot 20 times with 15 penetrations, 2,038 damage as I said before. I damaged 6 vehicles, destroyed 4 vehicles, damage due to player's assistance, so spotting damage 715 or tracking damage. This was a short game, it didn't earn me any big rewards, any medals, but I wanted you guys to see it because of how I tried to walk with Rita, how Rita took the shots and I, with my T69, flanked and shot enemies from the back or sides using her as my basically shield. So that's it for this video guys, I hope you enjoyed it, I hope you liked it, and if you did, please hit the like button and I'll see you guys next time on the battlefields or on the fields of Europe.